I'm James Blake, and you're watching the ATP World Tour Uncovered.
If ever there was an example of true American tennis-playing grit, James Blake stands out. A spinal condition at 13 should have ended any sporting ambitions. Then, 5 years ago, a freak accident in practice left him with a broken back. It could have been the end, but for James Blake, it's always been about defying the odds.
I went to a hospital where I was one of the few people that went in and out of there on my own 2 feet, where I was one of the few that was walking and able to be able to play any sort of sport. So I don't know if that helped me become mentally stronger, but it helped me to be, I think, a more grounded and more just a happier person in general, because I know how lucky I am to be playing the sport I'm playing and to be doing what I'm doing.
There you go, bud. I think tennis is a very good way to learn dealing with adversity. It's a great indicator of how you're going to deal with the bigger things in life. And unfortunately, I had to deal with a few things with the passing of my father, my sickness, my injuries, and sometimes it's tougher than you can ever imagine. But I've been lucky enough to have friends and family around me at those times. And I think that's the easiest way to deal with hard times, is having family and friends around you.
Blake grew up in Yonkers, New York State. Throughout his early years, tennis was very much a family affair.
My parents were the first ones that got me involved in tennis. They used to play with each other, and for many years it was the four of us. My father, my mother, my brother, Thomas, and I would go and play doubles, just mixing up the teams and having a lot of fun. That'd be our Sunday morning kind of bonding as a family. It's the advice I've gotten from my brother that's helped me a lot of times, and I got to see him having success before I did. And it really made a difference and made it easier for me to transition from Harvard to the Pro Tour. And he's been unbelievably helpful all throughout my career.
A career in tennis became Blake's sole ambition after he heard Arthur Ashe speak at a junior tournament in Harlem. Blake remains the current US #2 and at one time rose to #4 in the world. His ranking may have slipped since then, but the dedication never falters. This is a player who has made every ounce of talent count.
Really, I never dreamed I could have any sort of stardom like this or any kind of fame at all, because I was pretty little as a kid. I didn't have the kind of success a lot of these stars had when they were at a young age, but I just kept working hard and wanted to do my best, and it's turned into this, and it's amazing how quickly it's changed and how quickly it seems to have gone by. That I've been on tour for about 10 years now, and it feels like I'm still new to it. I've gotten a lot from the sport of tennis, and one of the opportunities, I've definitely thrown out first pitches at a few games, at a Cincinnati Reds game, at a Boston Red Sox game. Never at a Mets game yet, but I'd like to do that since I'm a big Mets fan. I've gotten to meet my idol, Michael Jordan, an invite to the White House for being on the Olympic team. I've gotten to participate in the Olympics, and just so many things that I really can't believe that all was open from the opportunity that tennis gave me.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, the man who turned Novak Djokovic into a champion, MARIAN VAJDA. We talk to the rising star of Czech tennis, TOMAS BERDYCH. And we meet the game's great entertainer, Frenchman HENRI LECONTE. Until then, don't forget to log on to ATPWorldTour.com for your 24/7 coverage of the ATP World Tour. See you next time.